HQ again. This is, wait a minute, this is the 30-day challenge, right? So we still doing the 30-day challenge. I'm sorry, it started at 12 o'clock. So this was our 30-day challenge. So we checking in every week, right? So this week I'm checking in because what did we do this week? We cut up the cards. We made sure the cards were cut up. See, this is our 30-day challenge. Let's get healthy financially and body wise, right? Body wise, I managed to lose like 4 pounds. I'm doing what I got to do, eating twice a day, intermittent fasting. So we got to do this. We got to do this intermittent fasting thing. So eat at 3, then eat 3 again, or however it works for you. But try to, get into stasis, get into that feeling where you sort of kind of starving, but you're not. So I'm trying to get to that point where about 4 hours I feel like I'm starving. And after them 4 hours, then I'm good. And then I'll eat, and then I'll go and feel like I'm starving another 40 hours, 4 hours, and then we'll go from there, right? That's how we do the stasis. That's how we do the intermittent fasting, right? So that's what we're doing. We're trying to put ourselves in a better position where I want to get. I'm lean, but I still have extra pockets of fat. You know what I'm saying? As a woman, I have extra pockets of fat. But if people say, well, you don't really need to lose weight, you just need to lose, the pockets. So I'm trying to lose the pockets. That's what I'm trying to do. Right. So thin, but I'm trying to lose the pockets. Now, over with that. Let's hope everybody else is doing what they need to do. Do the intermittent fasting. Try to eat 2 times a day, and that's all. I'm one of those people where I eat what I want to eat. Those 2 times a day, right? So I don't know how other people do it, but it's easier for me if I just eat what I want those 2 times a day. But I just stick to those 2 times a day, and I don't overindulge. Now, that's simple. The financial part. Let's get to the financial part. Well, the financial part is this. What did I do this week? Okay, so I finished cutting up the cards. Of course, we had to cut up the cards. We did that. And something else that came out of the blue. Something that came out of the blue. Do you hear me? My insurance company, right? Car insurance. The car insurance, because the car is so brand new, the car insurance, these people wanted to renew. It's my chance to renew. And these people wanted to charge me $350 a month for insurance. $350 a month for insurance. Hi, Riley. Hi, Riley. $350 a month for car insurance? And I'm in Georgia. So I'm just trying to figure out what the hell is going on with the insurance. Why the hell is insurance? That's what they wanted to take it up to. I was like, oh, hell no. Wait a minute. I ain't had no accidents. I ain't had no problems. How is it that you want to charge me $350 a month? Actually, it was $343 a month. I said $343 a month. I was like, oh, hell no. Let me go look for more insurance. Let me look for better insurance. So I was looking around, shopping around for better insurance, shopping around for insurance. And the insurance market is saturated. I was like, wait a minute, hold up. I got A1 credit. Why the hell are you all charging me $350 a month, for insurance, $343 a month? That makes no sense. So I shopped around. So I ran into Progressive. Progressive Insurance. Progressive said, we can make it work. We can work with you. I said, okay, cool. So instead of what I was paying $300 a month insurance, $290 a month insurance. I negotiated with Progressive. I was like, wait a minute, because you know what? Why my insurance was so high is because they had the fact that, no, they had on my insurance record that I had an accident. And I was like, I never had no accident. Somebody hit me. My car was hit. Okay? My car was hit. I didn't hit nobody. Right? So on the insurance, I investigated it further. See, you can look into your insurance record and find out why your rates are so high. So I put in an investigative ticket to the insurance saying, why my insurance so damn high? I ain't had no accident. I ain't come to find out when I first moved to Georgia, somebody slammed into the back of my car. Somebody slammed into the back of my car. Hello, Vivek. Somebody slammed into the back of my car, and the insurance people had that I had ran into somebody else's car. See, what had happened was I was driving, the person was in front of me, and then there was a person back of me. I got onto the entrance ramp to the highway, right? And the traffic was slow. So I got down to the entrance ramp and I was creeping on slowly onto the highway, right? In a car, I looked in my rear view mirror. They were coming off the ramp. They can't, and I said, "Oh shit, they finna hit the back of my car because they flying." And I saw them looking at their phone. So they were looking at their phone. They wasn't paying attention to the fact that the traffic was creeping, right? So they slammed into the back of my car. And so the insurance people, back into their records somewhere from years ago, had in their records that I had hit the back of that person's car, slammed into the back of their car, and it was somebody else who had hit me that made the accident happen. So I was in the records of insurance, all the records around the country. I was in the records of insurance as having caused an accident, right? To this person who was in front of me. So I had my insurance record investigated. I was like, why is my insurance so damn high? I got good credit. And my insurance, I got to pay $300 a month for insurance. And my damn my car note for the Jeep ain't nothing but $400 something. How the hell is my damn insurance $300 a month? So come to find out, in the records, they had that I had caused the accident. So I had made sure that the police sent them a report, sent my insurance a report. I had never heard anything about it. So anyway, bring it to current day, right? I had to renew my insurance this week. I was going to renew it. So next week, on the 20th, my insurance, I would be paying a $340 insurance, $45 insurance. I said, ain't no way my damn insurance should be high, $350 a month for a damn Jeep. It shouldn't be that damn high, and I'm an old person, right? So apparently, when I said, forget that, I ain't paying $350 a month. I'm finna find, and I was like, shoot, well, they just going to come get this car because I ain't paying $350 a month. So I shopped around for insurance. Progressive got back to me. Progressive said, oh, okay, wait a minute, we gonna look into your insurance record and find out why your insurance so high. So they went, Progressive went and looked, right? They said, oh, this was corrected, blah, blah, blah. You only got to pay $165 a month. I said, $165? I said, shit, y'all better sign me up for that insurance right there. I want to pay Progressive this full coverage. I got all the insurance. I got the coverage that I need for this car, right? It don't cost me no more than $100. I got to pay $205 down, and then I got to pay $165 a month. I said, shit, you better sign me up for that insurance on this car, because I was paying $300 a month in car insurance. Now I'm paying $165. Hell yeah, I got a savings. I got to come up for real. $140 worth. Hell yeah, I'm gonna take that. So this week I saved on my monthly bill from car insurance from $300 to $165. So I came up $140 on insurance. Boom. So I put that in, I put that aside. So that's extra money that that I ain't got to pay out, right? So with me having transferred all, and then next thing, me having transferred the money from card to the big card, right? Remember I told y'all I have big credit cards that are like $50,000 a piece. So I transferred all the little balances that I had over onto the big credit card because the big credit card's rate was better than these small credit card. Y'all know, if y'all looking at y'all rent, I have all my interest rates written down, right? All my interest rate, because I was like, damn, 30%, 27%, 19%, blah, 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 right? So this one credit card that I got, big credit card, $50,000 cash limit. I put all of my credit onto that. Any kind of credit, any kind of loan. You know how y'all be getting the loans and you be getting uh a firm, you pay as you go, that type thing. So I put all of that onto that credit card, and the interest rate was 16 something. So they required, the insurance company said I had to the money down is $205. I had to put $205 down for the insurance. See, sometimes you got to investigate your insurance to see what they got on your insurance records, because sometimes they can have the wrong thing. They can have in the records that you the one had the accident and you end up paying more than what you're supposed to have. They could put in that you got other people on there and you really don't. The other people done had accidents and you got them on your insurance and you don't. You always ask for an insurance investigation for your insurance if your insurance is outrageous, right? So that's what I did. I only had to pay $205 down and then $165 a month. So I was good. From 340, I would have been paying $43. So anyway, the balances on those credit cards, you got to wait at least 2 months. You got to wait at least 2 months but after you transfer the balance transfer credit cards over to the bigger credit card. You got to wait at least 2 months. $1,000 deposit and then that low monthly rate, which doesn't average out, gangster. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why. I put in all my information, all my driver's license, everything. She came back and said they came back. After you calculated, it was 165. I was like, oh hell yeah, I'm gonna take that for real, for real. And only $200 down. Oh hell yeah, I immediately paid that. I was like, shoot, I ain't finna argue with y'all, right? It may be something different later on, but I done checked it days later and it's still saying what it's saying. They ain't sent me no email, right? Yes, insurance companies are greedy. Normally, 9 times out of 10, people don't have accidents, so they just trying to take your money. They just trying to, you know what I'm saying? They just trying to get as much money as they can up front to help pay for the people who do have accidents. But no, I was like, no, you need to investigate my record. I've never hit nobody. I've only been hit. Blah blah blah. So, so that's the way that's the way that went. Insurance companies are greedy as hell, and you got to make sure that they're giving you the coverage that you need. If they're not giving you the coverage that you need, then you don't need their insurance. It is what it is, right? So with these people, I said, okay, so with those people, I took care of them. That's one way I saved some money, right? Saved some money. I cut up the credit cards, transfer. So now this is what I'm finna do. I'm finna go to the credit card. I'm finna go to that bank that I got the credit cards at. That I got the credit card at, and I'm going to see if they can give me a loan with a better interest rate. See, this is another thing that you can do. You have balances on your credit card. See if you can get a personal loan that will cover those credit card balances at a lower rate. Because credit card balances is like in the 20s. Most people, there's 20, 22, 25, 27, 30, whatever, right? This one just so happened to be 16. So I transferred everything to that 16, but it was a $50,000 credit card. Now, I'm going to ask the bank that issued me that credit card, I'm going to ask them, can they give me a personal loan for like 5% or cheap, see how low I can get the percentage for that. And if they say I can give you a loan for blase woo woo, I'm going to take it if it's lower than that credit card. Okay? That because loans on the credit report are not calculated in your credit score. They're not calculated like credit cards are. So it's better to have a loan as opposed to have a student loan, a regular loan. It's better to have a loan as opposed to a credit card, right? So you always try to negotiate into a loan as opposed to a credit card. So that is what it is. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to try to look into that this week so that I can, so I can free up that $50,000 credit card. Because somebody asked me to see if I could get into some kind of business deal. So I'm just trying to, free up what I can free up, right? Free up what I can free up. So that's and oh yeah, I forgot. The balances you gotta wait. I remember I was talking about this. When you transfer the balances from the credit card, you got to make sure all of them have been transferred over. You got to make sure none of the interest rate has calculated, and you have to go back and look at those credit cards and make sure all of the money has been transferred, right? So I paid off whatever was left. A couple of those credit cards, like for example, a card that's taken all day to transfer over is Best Buy. Now the limit on my Best Buy is 10,000 on my Best Buy, but I still have the balance because they haven't transferred the money over to my credit card yet. So I still got to pay that. I still got to pay that Best Buy credit card, right? And then there was two or three other. There was my Amazon credit card. I got an Amazon credit card, so I had to transfer that balance over there. What else? Yeah, those are the only ones that I remember. So I did that, and hopefully they give me a loan, so I can a lower interest rate on the loan. It's all about lower interest rate. Wherever you can balance transfer stuff over to a lower interest rate, you need to do so, right? Lower it overnight. See, you cannot lower the interest rate on your house. It makes no sense. If you could, you would. I got 3%. I have a 3% house percentage. So it's not really going to do me any good. So I can't get better than that, right? You can't get damn near better than that. Because the interest rates right now for housing, I want to say housing interest rates about 7%, 6 or 7%. So I can't get no better than that, right? The only thing I can do is possibly lower the interest rate, lower the monthly payment. I could do that, but I'm not struggling to pay that mortgage, so I'm not going to lower the payment to the house. You can either lower the interest rate or renegotiate your mortgage by lowering the interest rate or lowering the payment. And I'm not trying to do neither one of those right now, right? And then the 2-year mark is coming up on this Jeep. So the 2-year mark is coming up on this Jeep. So it'll be time to transfer. It'll be time to time to trade that car in, because I trade cars in every 2 years. Every 2 years, and I keep basically the same car note around between 400 and 550. Past couple years, the car note has been between 400 and 550, right? So it doesn't matter how much it varies. I'm willing to pay 400 to 550 for a car, right? Because the Jeep's payment is $453. So I'm good with the Jeep payment. And the reason why I have a Jeep payment is because, I mean, the payment's so low is because um I paid off a 2022 car. 2022 car. I paid it off cash because I had sold a house because I flip houses. So I sold a house and I made like I bought I bought a house for 200,000. I sold it for 375. Uh, and I paid a car off. Right, I paid a car off. So when I paid that car off, I took all of the money, all of the equity from that car. It was a brand new, darn near brand new car. I only had a year. I paid it all the way off, and then I put that down on the Jeep, and all of the equity, which was like $22,000. I put it all down on a Jeep, and my Jeep car payment. I had a Jeep, and that Jeep was like only $453 a month payment. That's what it brought it down to. So I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna take this damn Jeep. You crazy? I'm finna take this Jeep. So that's how I ended up with a Jeep and a $450 payment on the Jeep. And normally a Jeep payment is big, but because I put money down, $20,000 down on it, I was good. So this is where I'm at this week. We're gonna see whether we can negotiate a loan, see if we can get a loan, because maybe they won't give me a loan. They may or may not give me a loan. Who knows? I got big credit cards with them, but maybe they won't. I'm only transferring it to a different product because I don't want the credit cards. I don't want the credit cards hooked up because the credit. I forgot to say this. Credit cards weigh differently on a credit report than a loan. It's better to have a loan as opposed to a credit card. At least that's what I found. It usually is not calculated in the credit score, but the credit cards are, right? And business credit cards, which I have, I have about 5 or 6 of those business credit cards. Those are not calculated in your personal score either. So I keep those separate. Of course, I could transfer stuff over to the business credit and then it would be in my business name, but I don't want, that's too convoluted and I'm not doing that. So I said, forget it, transfer everything over to this bank and see if this bank will give me a loan. So I got to negotiate and see if I can get a loan because the interest rate on this credit card is 16%, 16.99% or something like that. If I can negotiate down to a loan and get that loan to be, I don't know, 10%. Yeah, because they run a whole bunch of credit people. And I normally just go in and say, you see the brand of car I got, run my credit for that brand of car. Run that credit for the people that I'm already got a loan with, and let's see where we going, right? So run that. Here's my ID, and I'm going down to the store, and I'll be back. Y'all negotiate whatever you need to negotiate. So normally the interest rate I had, last interest rate I had was like 1.2%, 1.5% interest rate. So it is what it is. So with this we moving. We trying to move. We trying to move smarter. We trying to move financially better. We trying to move financially literate, right? I know a lot about credit reports. I done started over here and there. I done did here and there. Cut up the credit cards. Well, I didn't really cut the credit cards up. I just put them in my sock drawer, and I'm not gonna use them. As long as they don't have monthly payments or yearly payments, you can put them in a sock drawer and help build your credit profile up. Build your credit profile up, right? And sometimes you can negotiate the credit limit down, whereas you don't use the credit cards, right? I have what the hell? I only need to use these when I'm buying a house. I only need to use these when I am fixing a house up. Like Lowe's, I have Lowe's and I have Lowe's and Home Depot, right? I have those business accounts and regular personal credit cards with Home Depot. Home Depot actually gave me 3, 4 of them buggers. They gave me three Home Depot cards. I was like, so I closed two of those because I really didn't need them. So I kept the one that had the bigger credit limit. So those were the type of credit cards that I put in the sock drawer. Target said, if you don't use this credit card, we're gonna close it. I don't give a damn about Target because Target canceled DEI. So forget you. Close that card. Okay. And close it. I don't need it because I don't use it. So that was one of the ones. I had not had no use out of the Walmart card. So I used the Walmart card, right? He said my credit score went down 10 points. Hey, Rain, my credit score went down 10 points when I got my car loan in September. Yeah, that's because they ran a whole bunch of credit. You don't let them run it. You let them, at the most, you let them run 3. So you let them run 3. If you let them run 3, you got to get what you got to get in them 3 credit runs, right? You walk into the dealership and you say, I only want my credit run 3 times. So be very conscious of 3 places that you run, right? That's what I tell them. I only want it run 3 times. And you be very conscious of who you want it to run. Or you could go to your own bank or your own place and then say, how much can I get a car loan for? I don't like doing that because then I get limited into what you can ask for. You get limited in the car note that you want, or the car. I don't want nobody limited in me for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I go into a dealership. If I like a car, I'm going to get the car. You know, I go into a dealership. They don't ask me for check stubs. In the last 3-5 years, I don't think nobody's asked me for a check stub. They don't ask me for a check stub. Cause I walk into a dealership like I have a car, like I have money to buy the car straight out. So you don't ask me for a check stub. You don't need it. And they don't ask me for jack. I don't know what they asked me for the last time. I can't even remember what they asked me, whether I worked or not. I don't even know. But I know I know I ain't got to prove no check stubs or nothing like that. I know I ain't got to do that. Don't ask me for no money. Don't ask me for no money down. I don't need no money down. What do you mean? Do I look like I'm finna take off with the car and then steal the car? Do the car I'm driving up to give y'all a trade in? This Jeep look like I'm finna steal one of your cars and then trade my Jeep in? That don't even make no sense. So, it just depends on how you present yourself when you come in. And nobody needs to bring a down payment. If you negotiate correctly, you don't need no down payment. Okay? So you don't really need no down payment if you go in there and you negotiate correctly, right? So I'm not negotiating for the car just yet. I don't want to trade. I love my car. So I'm not going to trade in the car as of yet. I'm just going to keep it for a minute, and maybe August or September, then I'll probably try to change it over and then go negotiate for a new car. I don't know. Cause see, the Jeep is high. My Jeep is high off the ground, and it's hard for me to climb into that Jeep. I'm getting older, so I'm trying to get another SUV, that's closer to the ground. Not one of them ones where you fall into the car. I hate those kind of cars where you fall into the car. I'm talking about, ones that you just casually get into, right? So the Jeep is too high for me to keep getting into that. It's killing my bones. And a regular sedan is too low for me to be falling into. You know what I'm talking about. You fall into the car. I can't stand to fall into a car. So a regular SUV that's got a little height to it, that's gonna work for me. So I'm gonna negotiate doing that this week. But the biggest surprise was that insurance. That was the big baby right there. That saved me half my insurance. They told me I would have to renew next week and I would have to pay $345 a month for insurance. I said, oh, hell no. I got it down, fighting the insurance company. I got it down to $165 a month. almost $200, $180 difference. Hell yeah. And I only had to put $200 down. I'm not doing it. I'm trying to be financially literate. I'm trying to save as much little money as I can to do what I got to do and make whatever little money that I can. Okay? It's crazy that insurance companies want to take your money and not give you nothing for it. No way. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it no more. So I'm not taking it sitting down no more. Financial health is what we got to clear up this year. Oh yeah, what else? I thought, and this is the last thing. You know how you file taxes, right? I filed last year. I didn't file taxes because somebody had done my taxes, and the person had said, "Oh, you gonna owe money. You gonna owe like $2,000." Blase, wah wah. I was like, "But I don't need to file, cause I ain't paying no $2,000 to no IRS. I ain't paying y'all no money." Waited to this year, and I filed my taxes. Right? Come find out, I didn't owe no money. I was getting money back. Plus, I owed the state $5. Cool beans. I owe you. So I'm getting a couple, licks. So cool with that. And I'm getting that back, right? So then I said, okay, do I really want to file this year? Maybe I want to wait till next year when I really, really want a refund. And then I get that refund plus last year's refund. So I was like, forget it. I ain't going to do this, right? I'm going to do it now. So come to find out, I'm getting that little money and I'm getting this year's taxes money, right? I was like, I came up completely this whole week. I find out I'm going to be getting extra. I'm going to be getting, what is it? 14, 15 cents. I'm going to be shaving off almost $2,000 a year in insurance. I'm getting almost $2,000 when it comes to refund. I'm out here doing what I got to do. You got to negotiate out here. You got to negotiate your life, the prices, the things you got to do. As an adult, people say, well, you have a lot of credit cards, Renee. So what? I know how to manage my stuff. I know how to manage my credit. I know how to manage what I'm doing, long as I know how to manage my stuff. Okay? Long as you know how to manage your stuff. 1, 2 credit. You work with 1, 2 credit card. I work with 40 plus. Because I know how to negotiate and do what I need to do. Oh yeah, it will later on when I get into the other show. But right now, I'm done with the 30-day challenge. You guys we doing it together. I told y'all I'm out here losing. I'm a thin I'm not a thin person. I'm a medium-sized person, and I don't need to lose weight. I just need to lose the pockets of fat here, and here. And then they said, oh, okay, you don't need to lose weight. You just need to tighten up. So I'm tightening up, right? Financially and healthily, body-wise, this is what we're doing. So I will check in with you guys next week again to see if I got any more things that I negotiated. But the tip for the day was call your insurance company and see if you can figure out why your rate is so high. There's behind the scenes reasons why. Okay. Behind the scenes reason why maybe your insurance is as high as it is. I negotiated. I said I ain't finna do this $350 insurance every month. Now my insurance is down to $165. You got to start looking at that. You got to start looking at why your rates and things are so high. Look at your credit card rates. Credit card rates are usually in the 20s. See if you can balance transfer anything to a lower balance, to a lower interest credit card, and go from there. And if you got a credit card and it's got a lot of debt on it, see if you can get a personal loan and then pay that money off at a better rate. Okay? So this is where I'm at. This is this week's financial health, body health, all of these things. And I will check in with you guys next week and let you know what other tips I have for negotiating your money. Okay. Oh yeah, that another one was put the credit cards that you don't use in a sock drawer. Don't cut them up. Put them in a sock drawer. As long as you don't have no interest rate as long as you don't have no payment every month, like they charge you every month, like what's the one? Credit One, and First Premier. Those credit cards charge you every month. So long as you don't have a credit card that charges you every month like that, you can put it in the sock drawer, leave it in there, and negotiate and work with the ones that you got. Okay, which is what I did. I don't really throw away credit cards. I usually put them in a drawer, and if I really don't want them and I just want to throw them away and drop them, I will. But 9 times out of 10, I won't do that. I put it in the sock drawer. And since I have 40 and I don't plan to get any more, I'm gonna work with what I got. Cause I can work with what I got. I mean, I have a big enough credit card, you know, that I can work with the big enough credit card. But right now, this is what we doing. We saving money. We saving money, y'all. That's what we saving money and we getting money. Okay? This is what we doing, and this is my end. This is my the end of this session of 30-day challenge. I want you guys to challenge the things that you're doing in your life. Challenge the monies that's going out the door. Why is the money going out the door? Why is it so expensive? Why is this, that, and the third so expensive? I want you to challenge all of that because we're trying to save money in 2024. Everybody is broke. Not broke, but everybody needs to save money. So this is what I'm telling you. Please hit the like button, guys. Please hit the like button. I will see you guys next week for the 30-day challenge of next week. Thank you for listening.